Alright, welcome back everyone. Decided to split off into another episode here because I realized that we'd gone on for quite a while. And yeah, last night I managed to finish reading the book, the carpentry book. It took me pretty much into like right to where I could go to bed, so that's why I woke up at like 5 because I went to sleep a little bit early. Or Selena did anyhow. And yeah, we're done reading the book, so we've got our XP boost from carpentry 2 to 4 now. So we should be good to continue work on the wall that I started foolishly. Do not touch those. God, I almost ate a liquor bonbon. That would have been a horrific mistake. Alright. So it's a bit early. I don't really like working at 5 a.m. because it's a bit dark still, but you know what? It's fine. I'm pretty confident that this area is safe-ish, so let's just get back to work. It's gonna be a lot of, not too much work, honestly. I was gonna say it's gonna be a lot of work getting all this done, but really it isn't, because it's like, you know, small fence here with a door on either side. It's pretty simple, actually, compared to the normal crap that I have to put together. Oh, we're full up. Okay. Most of the carpentry work's going to be, like, in and around the house and stuff like that, and eventually replacing this stuff with, like, better walls and, you know. I wish these lined up. I can just do a thing there, though, so it's fine. Yeah, so what we do here is we create these, and then for now they're going to be these crappy wooden wall ones. Nothing we can really do about that. That's just what we can do. And eventually I can tear them down and I can replace them with other stuff. We'll put a door frame, I think right here for now. Eventually this will get replaced with a gate that'll cover the road instead, and I'll eventually destroy these cars to make this a little easier to get through, but you know, future plans and all that. I generally like to work like this, where it's like I get all the frame up for what I'm going to build first, and then I do the, you know, actually putting the internal bits. And zombies are going to absolutely tear this thing apart, inevitably. But at least it gives me notice, because zombies banging on walls is very loud. And since most of this is fenced in by these unbreakable, like, unzombie attackable walls here, I'll always know that, you know, the sound is always going to come from either this direction or this direction, and I know exactly where to go. This is actually incredibly nice in comparison to the way that I normally have to deal with this, because normally when I wall off, like, say, the storage unit up to the north, you have to put a wall around the entire thing, and then it's just like, you'll hear knocking, you know, banging on the wall, and I'll just be like, well, now I gotta figure out where the hell that's coming from. Gotta go out and, like, clear the entire wall, which is a massive hassle and risky. This is, in my opinion, a much better way of doing it. There's still some things to be desired. I mean, I'll probably make an airlock. If I don't intend to... Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna airlock this, too. I think yeah, I have the wood for it easily, so... So what I mean is what I'm going to do, instead of just having one door here, is I'm going to make an airlock going out from this door with another door and windows, so that I can... That was a bit unnecessary. So that I can easily clear the wall if I... You know, so I can see what's going on outside, and so that I'm not, like, immediately getting attacked when I go through. So, well, I don't have the stuff on me right now, but basically the way that this is going to work is there's going to be windows here and here, which I'm going to have to bar with metalworking, and then another door here. Let's go get a little bit more wood. We're almost done on this side already. I mean, other than actually, like, filling in the walls. And honestly, this is the side that I'm more worried about. Zombies wandering down here, I feel like, is a lot rarer than them just, like, wandering in through here. I mean, look at all these corpses here. These are almost certainly, except for, like, maybe one or two over here, these are almost all from this direction. Pleasantly hot. I could have taken off some clothes to do this, which would have helped a little bit with all the sweating, but it doesn't really affect you too much, so I'm not really worried about it. I'm taking a little bit of damage from being over encumbered with all the wood, but not too worried about it. You know what I'm gonna do though? Before I do the airlock, I'm actually... Yeah, I'm gonna get the walls in first. God, I hate these things. It is XP though, and I can take these down later if zombies don't do it for me in the meantime. Because I think the next walls are at, I can't see it through that, I gotta go here. Yeah, Carpentry 4. So, I mean, there's an argument to be made that, well, normally I wouldn't need to build these, right? Because if I'm building like a huge all-encompassing wall, then just putting down all the frames will get me enough XP to get to 4, and then I can just put down the, like, you know, the mediocre tier 2 walls, because at least they're better than this crap. But I'm building so little here that I don't think it's going to get me really even close. I mean, I'm only halfway through 2 at this point, so... Just gonna, you know... do what I can. Oh boy. That was foolish. How much damage am I going to take from this? Probably a lot. I sped up the time there a bit much and grabbed a bunch of wood. I'll just put some on the ground, I think. Okay. Alright. Wish you didn't need to do that, but alright. So yeah. Going to immediately go back on the thing I said about always putting down the foundations first, and I'm going to finish this wall off, and then I'm going to do the airlock. Mostly because the airlock is kind of extra, and also the airlock doesn't work without welding metal bars onto it. It's, you know, because the zombies can just climb through the windows in the airlock if you don't have metal bars on the on it, and I don't have the I don't have the metal... Ooh, boy, I didn't want to do that, but okay. I don't... Can we stop with all of these startling meta events, please? I don't have the stuff on me right now, the metal bars and stuff, to actually, like, do that, so... Oh, right, I can just upgrade these directly, huh? Neat, okay. Wasn't even thinking about that, but... Alright, so I need a doorknob, 2 hinges, and I need to get the carpentry 3 before I can put the door in. Fine by me. Let's leave some planks over here, so that I have them for the door. How many did I need? Just 4. Okay, I'll let her put down 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then I have all the hinges and knobs already. They're in the other house. The second house that I was taking apart, I took apart a bunch of the internal doors so that I can, you know, in preparation specifically for this, because that's really the only way to get that stuff early, the hinges and knobs. With the new smelting and forging systems in the next build of Zomboid, I think we'll probably be able to make them, which is pretty neat. I assume so, anyway. I mean, it's still not going to beat out just, like, taking apart houses to get the stuff, because it's going to be way quicker and easier to do that, but in the long run, it could be useful if you want to make, like, complex bases. Could be a consideration. Just do a quick check, make sure I'm not going to get jumped by anybody. Doesn't look like it. Alright. It's going. It feels good to finally be working on this, you know. I've been so wrapped up in, like, you know, oh, I need to do this and this and this just to get to the point where I can actually make these damn walls. Now that I'm actually finally making them, it feels like a relief. Okay, real quick, before I put down the next frame, I'm going to take the van and get moved. before I end up locking it in like a fool. Okay, and then the van is just going to rest right here from now on. And then I can just take it and drive out and then leave it here and unload it. Easy enough. And that way I can put down another door. Do I want it here or here? Here or here? I think I'm gonna have it next to this one. I don't think this technically lines up with the other one. I'm just going to pretend that it does and not think about it because it saves my OCD brain from hating itself. Yeah, it's fine. Don't think about it. Okay. So... now we're out of planks here, but we've got tons more over here. Thankfully, I did all of this prep work with all the tree chopping earlier. Earlier, I say. That was, like, weeks ago at this point. My health. We're gonna be taking some damage here, but I'm not too worried about it. Honestly, I'm really looking forward to spending some time doing, like, workouts and stuff after this. Now that I'll finally have a nice little safe space to call my own. I will have to start worrying eventually here, since the whole, getting more refrigerated foods is a no-go, now that the power shut off. I'm going to have to start worrying about farming eventually. Because I'm gonna eventually run out of food. But we've got enough to last us for a while, a lot of pasta and stuff, which is really good. And, I mean, all the canned and dried foods are, you know, still gonna be fine. It's just eventually I'm going to want to have sustainable food on hand. So is that... yep, that's it. That is all of the frames that we needed. As expected, did not get us anywhere near Carpentry 4. We're not even at 3 yet. So, yeah, the door's... well, the door's at 3, so we're almost there. Just getting the better walls. But, you know, eventually. A lot of that's going to come down to building fortifications on the main house and tearing apart more houses nearby. And the side benefit of tearing apart houses is that as our carpentry skill gets higher, we're more and more likely to get planks back instead of scrap wood. Even the scrap wood's useful though, because you can burn it for fire. Which, admittedly, right now is not that useful. But if I find a wood-fired stove, then I could use that instead of the electric stove in the place that we have right now, which saves on power and would allow us to use scrap wood for something that, is actually pretty useful. I generally like to use that over electric stoves. It's just it just lets you use your resources a little more efficiently and saves on fuel for generators. Eventually we're gonna... I mean, this doesn't really matter too much in the short term, but eventually, once I get farming up and going, I'll need to get more freezers as well. Nice. Carpentry 3. I have to do some more tree... well, inevitably I'm gonna have to do more tree chopping, but might have to do some more just to get the doors up. Definitely gonna need to do some more to replace the walls once I hit 4, because I am going to be doing that immediately when I hit 4. I'm gonna be out of planks after this one. So 6 more for that, and then I need another 4 for the door, so 10 planks. I don't think we have that much left on the ground. I think there's only 2 over there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get the axe. Okay. So yeah. The hell was that? Fucking freight train coming through? Not a very exciting day. I mean, it's never going to be when it comes to, like, housing fortifications. Where's the wood axe? Where did I leave that wood axe? There we go. The whole... it's not very exciting just setting up wooden walls and chopping down trees and whatnot, but it is a very necessary part of home security in Zomboid, and I enjoy it. You know, I generally play a lot of these kind of survival games, and I really value the peaceful like progression aspect of just building fortifications and setting up supply chains and stuff like that. It's why I also play like factory games and stuff. So there's a there's a lot to there's a lot of peaceful benefit to this sort of gameplay style that I genuinely appreciate quite a bit. I'm hearing zombies on the other side of the wall. Honestly, they might have heard me knocking those trees down, so we might have some visitors in a moment. Which wouldn't be great, because I'm high exertion, but if it's only 1 or 2 zombies, I can deal with it. Honestly, for the time being, I think... Seems I was right. I'll get back to that thought in a moment. Come on. Yeah, so that was the one I heard outside the walls there. She heard me knocking trees down, came to take a look. Anyway, like I was saying, I think I'm going to leave the wood axe in here, because it's right next to the trees for the time being. And that way I don't have to wonder about where it is, I don't have to run back to the house to grab it all the time, etc. It's just right there. So unfortunately I'm kind of ignoring my hunger and exertion right now, but I really want to get these walls done. And, you know, or the doors and the walls up there, so I'm gonna just power through. Just deal with the consequences in the future. It's not that big a deal. We'll be fine. Just grab some more planks, please. So I want to try and get all this done in one day. I don't really want to... Well, we will get it done in one day. All we gotta do is put down up like 3 or 4 more things. And it's only 1:20, so still got time. Because really, I want to get to work, exercising and also setting up a external second floor for the house. Because what I'll do is I'll put down floors around the outside second layer of the house, and that's where the generator is gonna go, the water collectors, stuff like that. That way I can access those, you know, those crucial things while being, like, completely safe. I really don't like having the generator sitting outside where I might have to go to refuel or work on it when, you know, there could be zombies, yeah, outside. I don't want to get bitten because I'm not paying attention. Oh, for sake of the nails. Yeah, I used all those nails that I had in my backpack. Well, let's go grab some more. Thankfully, I did secure quite a bit of them. Grab something to eat while I'm in here, too. Kind of need something. You know what? Where's the peanut butter at? Eat a peanut butter. Just very disgustingly just slam down an entire jar of peanut butter. Okay. Yeah, that'll sort me. All right, here we go. Box of nails. I just need 1. Neat. Okay. Get the shit done. I want to be done with this already. Do I have enough? 8, 6, 4? Yeah, I do. I just need to go get all the hinges and stuff. Hopefully I have enough for 2 doors. I didn't think about that. Might have to tear apart some more internal stuff. I'll just leave the planks in my backpack. I've got enough carry weight. So generally what I do when it comes to tearing apart stuff, like especially doors for the hinges and knobs, is I only do internal doors. Because my thought process there is that if I end up in a situation where I need to use a building to deter zombies or to get to safety from zombies, I want to be able to, you know, actually go in and be safe for a moment so that I can, you know, think and plan. So the only, like I said, the only doors that I take apart are internal doors. I leave the external ones intact in case I need them. I'm gonna do a little bit of quick disassembly here. Try and get some more, because I had a lot less than I thought I did. This is sort of just an inevitable thing when it comes to low carpentry. You don't get much back from tearing apart stuff at low carpentry levels. There's not a, you know, a high return on tearing apart doors and cabinets and stuff like that. Like, getting a plank from something is actually, like, relatively rare. That's it for this place, though. I'm gonna have to move on to another house. It's fine, because we only got, what do we get? We got 3 hinges and 2 knobs. I just need 1 hinge. So let's do a quick check. Make sure there's no zombies coming for me. Okay. Let's get in here. I can also take off the doors from the, sheds. There's no reason to really leave the doors on sheds that I'm not using. So eventually I'll end up doing that when I need more, because I will need more doors eventually for different stuff. Like, because you need hinges and stuff for gates as well. One mod that I think I included, with this this mod pack we're using here, can't remember honestly if I did, but I typically play with it and I haven't actually used it yet, is there's an electronic gate mod that you can, like, you know, wire up and have it so that, like, whenever you approach it, it automatically opens and closes behind you. I believe I have that enabled in the pack, but I haven't ever actually used it before, so that could be pretty fun. I've got some pretty cool mods in here that I just, like, haven't gotten around to using. Mostly because they're kind of, like, late game and expensive to do, so I just really haven't gotten to it. Hopefully, pretty cool to try some of that stuff out. Alright, let's get this tier 1 door set up. Damn, I am tired. Oh, yeah, you really are. Oh, we have been working on carpentry stuff all day. Shit's exhausting. I can't blame her. But we do have an actual wall now that zombies will eventually, you know, break down, inevitably. But it gives us some good protection. And, well, especially once we get an airlock set up, it means the zombies can't spawn around here. Or at least, like, not in this area, which is nice. Not something I usually have to worry about, because I don't usually have zombie spawns, zombie respawning enabled, but I do this time, so it's just something that I have to keep in mind. The only, downside is that without an airlock system, if any of these doors are open, then zombies technically could spawn inside as long as I'm not there. So if I left a door open or whatever, which I would try not to ever do, then that could happen. But for the time being, we have completed it. It only took us however many episodes it's been. I think this is probably like 13 or something. 13 or 14 maybe. To get, you know, some very small and basic shitty walls up, but we did it, finally. After all of that work. And of course, it's not the end of, fortification. I say about fucking leaving doors open, Jesus. It's, of course, not the end of our, fortification efforts. There's still a lot more to be done there in the future, but it's a good start. So, We don't have to read any books yet. I'm trying to think about what I can do for the rest of the day. I could do some more reading. I gotta look at the generator, and I gotta work on electronics now that I think about it. Generator info. So yeah, you see the condition is already going down, same with the fuel. I will need to work on this generator over time to make sure it stays working. I don't remember if I need a specific electronics skill to do that. It might, I think it's pretty low if it does, so I'm gonna have to work on that. I've already got one in a bit, so I should definitely take apart some more electronics and then read another book. So I think that's going to be it for this day. I think I'll cut the rest of this out. It's just gonna be reading books and tearing apart electronics. So I'll probably see you in the next one where I decide what the hell I'm gonna do next. Probably more carpentry, to be honest. All right, and we're back. It's the next day, and as you can probably see on the screen here, I did a little bit of exercising before bed last night. Selena was dead tired, but I made her do some to get started on some burpees, so we can start getting our fitness skill up. This is probably going to come back to haunt me, inevitably, but I don't plan to go out and do any fighting today if I can at all help it. So we should be all right. I finished reading the first aid book that'll get me the multiplier for finishing all first aid for whenever that happens. Hopefully never. You know, fingers crossed. And I tore apart what electronics we had. It wasn't very much, honestly. We're still struggling with the electrical skill. Inevitable. Like, this is just sort of... Oh, there's actually a random digital watch here. This is sort of inevitable with Zomboid. It's actually probably the skill that I dislike leveling the most, electronics. There's not a whole lot that you can do with electronics skill in the game as of right now. And it's, like, you know, also, in addition to that, very annoying to level up because it's all just, like, disassembling crap. And it doesn't give you much XP per thing that you disassemble either. Put my backpack and stuff on. So yeah, that was the night. Not too exciting, but either way, let's get a little bite to eat, and then we're going to work on something. I haven't decided yet. What exactly? Probably I'm gonna start working on the. Let me see something real quick, actually. Yeah, I can just make basic, like, crappy wooden floors. Wait for tier 2 before I do that. Okay, I'm just thinking through some stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna work on the second floor today, I think. Which means, you know, more planks and more hauling crap around. But, you know, it is what it is. It's what I need to get done, so I think I'm willing to get started on it. Because I really need to get rain collectors up and piped into the sink so that I can have water in this place in the long term. That's my next biggest concern, because even though there's, like, you know, sinks and toilets and stuff all over this neighborhood that I can use, bear noise. I don't really want to have to leave the safety of this area just for something so simple as getting water. Securing your necessary resources like food and water like that is pretty critical for ensuring that you don't screw up and get yourself bit, so that is going to be my next goal. And this is going to take a bit of doing. I'm not going to go too crazy on the second floor stuff right now. I'm just going to build enough to get the generator up there and to get a water collector up. That's like the bare minimums that I really want to make sure that I have done. I'm not gonna go crazy with, like, you know, oh, I want to, you know, build a looping thing all the way around and all that. I mean, eventually I'll probably need the space, so I'll do something similar to that, like, you know, building flooring all around it, but not right off the bat. Because there's still tons of stuff that I need to work on that aren't just, you know, standing in the same place for days, just doing mundane crap. And there's only so much that I can cut out of a video before I'm spending, like, half my day recording and only uploading, like, the same size video, right? Certainly don't have time for that, so... we'll try and temper the amount of base work that I do with exploration and finding supplies and leveling combat skills and stuff. So, I think this is where I'm gonna start. How do I do this? No, I need to... I'm trying to think about how... I think I have to break one of these walls down, don't I? Or can I do this? No, you see, I can't, unless I could do it from the open window. I don't think I can. I'm pretty sure I have to break a wall, but... yeah, you see, I can't actually get her to do it. Maybe I could do it from underneath? I haven't really played with this too much. Typically what I do when it comes to building like this is I'll go to an unused room, I'll take a sledgehammer, and I'll sledge the wall down, and then I'll start building the thing from there. But real quick, I just want to try something. I wonder if I can build it from underneath. I probably can't. Nah, because, like, I can't even get it to, like... no, that's on the ground over here. Okay, yeah, we're just going to do it the way I normally do it, then. Where's my sledgehammer? Let me just put these planks down so I'm not over-encumbered. I don't want to keep taking damage for no reason. We have a sledgehammer, don't we? I swear we have a sledgehammer. Didn't I find one? Hello? Am I going crazy? I hope I'm not, like, thinking of a different save that I've played that I have a sledgehammer in. I swear we found one at some point. Oh, dear. Ah, we do. It's right here. There we go. This is why I needed to sort this crap out so that I don't, you know, have to search around for crap. I mean, it shouldn't have been in that pile anyway. It should be over here with all the tools. Okay, so we're gonna go back here then, I think. And we're gonna sledge this wall. Destroy this wall. Because I have no intention of using this little tiny room for anything other than, like, maybe storage. Okay, let's put the sledgehammer down. Drop. And then let's start. Carpentry, wooden floor. There you go. So yeah, this might not be the most efficient way of doing it. I mean, there might be a way of doing it without actually just destroying a wall. But this is the way that I know how to do this, so, you know. It's nice and easy. As long as you have a sledgehammer, at least, it's nice and easy. And yes, I know that there's technically, like, a roof here, but these slanted roofs of houses don't actually exist. So if I were to try and walk here without placing flooring down first, I would just fall down into the, well, right now, into the laundry room. So, yeah, don't do that. Oh, we are getting pain, which means exercise fatigue. You'll... So, exercise fatigue is because I did, obviously, exercise last night. This makes my... every limb that has exercise fatigue is, like, extremely inefficient when it comes to, like, combat and stuff like that. So, because my legs are all exercise fatigue, I'm slower, and, my arms are exercise fatigue, I swing slower and do less damage and stuff, so... be aware of that if you end up, you know, exercising and getting into combat. It's why I wouldn't recommend burpees when you're like trying to do a little bit of exercise, but you might have to do combat, because it gives you exercise fatigue on every limb. If anything, I'd recommend, like, if you're like, oh, I might need to be in combat soon, I would do, like, squats instead, because it'll just do your legs instead of the arms as well. The arms is really the critical one, in my opinion, because you can still outrun zombies even with exercise fatigue on your legs, but the arms is going to make you... like, right now, if I have to fight, it better just be one zombie, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to kill it. I'm not going to be able to kill, like, a horde like this. Saw some more logs. The reason, though, that I'm doing burpees is, like, as far as I'm aware, they're the most efficient in terms of just, like, time-wise, because they train both strength and fitness, because it's every limb. So, getting to max regularity on burpees so that I can just do them whenever the hell I want, so that I can power level, air quotes, power level fitness and strength, because, you know, there's no power leveling those skills. It takes forever to level them. That tends to be the play that I go for in this. And again, it's not really like a, like, you can get the same sort of effectiveness of getting XP by just doing the other exercises. In fact, I probably will do the other ones once I max out regularity on burpees. But they, the burpees just save me some time in the short term while I try and get my skills up. Especially getting this 6th point in fitness, because I'm already, like, halfway there. I'd like to get that sooner rather than later. Okay, so let's get the last little bit of the roofing done. So, I'm not going to go too much further on the flooring out here. I might extend it a little just for safety. God, I hate this. Where did I go to? Did I do the next one? I did. It's there. Did I do the next one? I don't think so. No. The roofing kind of makes this a little awkward. But the benefit of doing this is that this tile right here should be just above and adjacent to the kitchen. So I can the piping water from things into other things in this game can be kind of finicky. So you really want to do it like above, like very close, like above adjacent to the thing that you're trying to put it in. Lamp on pillar. Neat. Might use that. Let's see. So, rain collector barrel. I need 4 garbage bags, and I need to be carpentry 4. So, unfortunately, that means that we can't do it yet. Should I just take some stuff apart, or should I make some shitty wooden crates? I don't remember when I get the tier 2 crates that aren't as shitty. Well, let me extend this first. I'm gonna extend this out 2 on each side, so that way I don't fall off like an idiot. I mean, this is only the 2nd floor, so even if I fall, I shouldn't hurt myself, but it kind of depends on, like, how much weight you're carrying, like, depending on, you know, if you'll take damage if you fall or not. So, I don't really want to mess around with this. Character is screaming because she's in a lot of pain. Might end up having to take painkillers to be able to sleep tonight. Alright, so I just need one more load of planks, and we'll be done with this part. And then I can move the generator up here. And what I'll do is I'll shut it off. That'll give me an opportunity to check if I can actually repair the thing right now. And then I'll move it upstairs. And it'll be nice and secure so I can easily get to it. And then I just gotta move the gas up there, and then the scrap electronics I'll move nearby in some sort of storage. Make sure everything's nice and close to make my life easier. Small... Okay, I think there's some music. Small optimizations like that can help save your sanity when you're playing games like Zomboid a lot. Like I've said many times before, I play a lot of these survival games, so I try to save my sanity wherever possible when it comes to, like, small efficiencies. Especially because I won't say that I always play these alone. I do play multiplayer in survival games with some friends a couple times a year, but the vast majority of the time that I'm playing these games, I'm alone. So it's like, you know, when you're playing this stuff solo, you really need to try and optimize a little bit, in my opinion. Of course, not saying that playing willy-nilly is a bad thing, but I find that optimizing a little bit helps to really stop me from losing my mind when it comes to stuff like, you know, tedious stuff that I have to do over and over again. Helps make the tedium more manageable. Alright. Just do this. And 2 more, and we will be done. For the time being, anyhow. I'll be putting more stuff up here eventually. I generally like to build these out and use them quite a bit. It also gives me a good view of this forested area, because this is where I'm going to be doing my wood chopping. What I'll do is I'll just jump the fence, chop stuff, and then take it back over, I think, for the start. So it's nice being able to get a nice view over into this area. This house is a really good one for this sort of base. I've never used this particular house before, but it's growing on me. It's a little bit out of the way, but it's access to wood is really nice. So, all right, so I'm gonna leave these here for now because I'm gonna need them for the water collector. Oh, not right here though. Actually, let's put them right here. Spike plank, spice rack, bread box. I'm just checking out some of the stuff that I can do here. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to move the generator and its supplies up, and then 1240. I think after that, I'm going to go around and disassemble some more furniture in houses. Because I really want to get the, I want to get the water collector up. Because, all this work is, very thirsty. We're going through our water pretty quick. I mean, I've got spare water around, so I'm not worried about it. Plus, we still have, like, the, we still have, like, the toilet, and there's another sink upstairs and stuff. But, you know, it doesn't hurt to think ahead. Solve problems before they become problems, right? Take a cereal. Might as well use this stuff. Right, generator. So, take the gas can, put it in the backpack. Oh, you just had a snack, chill out. Turn off the generator. So can I fix it? Well, apparently I can with scrap electronics as long as I have them on me. Disconnect generator. Yeah, so originally this is what I wanted to get done before the power went out. It doesn't really matter that much, it's just, you know, I like to, if at all possible, I like to set up the generator once and then leave it there for the rest of my playthrough and not mess with it or anything. But this isn't that big of a deal. Doesn't take too much work to get it moved over. Okay, and then I'm gonna put the generator right here. Yippee. Connect it up. And I'm not gonna refuel or repair it yet. It's still above 90%, so I don't really mind. And turn on. Okay, so yeah, we're at 92% fuel, 96% condition, so I don't really have to worry about this thing anytime soon. It drains fuel pretty slowly, so what we've got on us should last for quite a while. Let's place this on the table. There we go. Okay. So let's get started. There's still some stuff to take apart over in this house, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because I don't want to go out past the walls with all this exercise fatigue. So we're gonna stick in this area. I'm gonna take apart like doors and stuff in here. Plus I need to look for trash bags. And I think about it, I don't know if I have enough for a water collector right now. Yeah, so there's still some doors that I can disassemble here. Plus I could do this. This will give me some electronic skill. Okay, what else do we got? Some more internal doors I can do, some cabinets, chair. Take apart these too. Oh, 90, that's metalworking, okay. Eventually I'm gonna have to do that too, because, I mean, there's a lot of metalworking stuff I'm gonna have to do, like, you know, putting metal sheets on windows and bars and stuff like that, and all of the inevitable work I'm gonna have to do with cars. I'm gonna need metalworking for some of that. Plenty of things to do. Never a dearth of things in Zomboid to get done if you're trying to, you know, be efficient and do something other than just survive. Yeah, so plenty of things to deconstruct up here. You just put the fucking screwdriver in your backpack. Instead of taking the damn thing out every time you go to deconstruct something. We're getting some planks now, since our skill's getting higher, which is nice. Ooh. Am I gonna deconstruct these, or am I just gonna take them, now that I think about it? I mean, because these are the better crates that I was talking about that I can make at higher level of carpentry. Honestly, I might not deconstruct those. I might just take them and use them, since, you know, inevitably that's what I want to get to anyway. There we go. Hey, qualified for gaining furniture assembler. Nice. Okay, so now we are at Carpentry 4, which means I need another book, which I don't think I have. Haha. I'll have to look. But, yeah, in the short term, that means we can make a rain collector, which I might just do even without reading the next carpentry book, because it's just one thing, and I really kind of need it. Or at the very least, I really want it. So, might just end up doing that. Well, first of all, let's see if I actually have the next carpentry book. I don't know if I do. I probably don't, because I've been neglecting books like a fool. Nope. Don't see it here. I know it's not upstairs, so probably not. Okay, well, that being the case, let's take that garbage bag, let's take these planks. Only one garbage bag, though. Yeah, I've been neglecting the garbage bag game. I kind of wasn't thinking about it. It's kind of unfortunate. I'm going to have to do some looking. Thankfully, garbage bags are pretty easy to come by. I mean, they're pretty common in trash cans and stuff like that, so won't be too hard to get the rest of them that I need. It's just I think I only have the one, I guess. So I'd be making it over here. Yeah, so this is the better barrel, but you need 7 carpentry for it. But yeah, so I need 3 more garbage bags, and then I've got the planks up here now. Just leave these here. And I'll leave the garbage bag too. There we go. Cool. So, got a lot done today. It's just about nighttime. Next thing I'm gonna have to go out and do, I mean, I guess it's good because you know, next time I have a reason to go out and explore again, which is, you know, a nice change of pace from all this working around the base. But we'll have to go out and find the next carpentry book again because I've neglected my carpentry books again. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this video. Yeah, next time we'll be working on that. Thank you all for watching. I genuinely appreciate it. I appreciate the all the views and the likes and the comments. Very nice. Very thank you. I want to remind everyone that the mod list for this playthrough is in the description. It's a Steam collection. Nothing's changed with it, so it should just work right out of the box. just as always. Also, there are links to my Patreon and my Coffee down in the description if you feel like supporting the channel. I've changed things up with regards to the Patreon. If anybody does end up supporting me, I will be including a kind of like what to call it, like a credits thing, thanking people sort of deal. Yeah, I think that's the only thing that's changed. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.